And if you give a good exhibition of your writing and performance abilities, if you give a good showing of yourself, I mean, it's kind of lame. It's kind of what parents say at sports day, only your best matters, but it kind of does in a weird way. And the battles that people do really want to write for and do really want to win are the one where money's on the line. And we push forward now into the 2v2 tournament of Don't Flop, which I thought, for my money, was a fantastic tournament. So many good battles in this tournament. Such a great era for Don't Flop. So many great teams. Just recently on the battlerapresume YouTube channel, I should say quickly, I did like a 10-minute compilation of all the kind of rounds and how the kind of tournament went, just to give people an overview, because I was watching kind of at the time when it was coming out and following all the different things. And I remember all the controversy as well. Not controversy, but there was a lot of blowback in the comments because the videos, and everything were so long. Not only because you have two 2-on-2 teams battling for money going a long time, but you also have like 15-minute judging decisions with Ogmios chatting for like 5 minutes in his like nice studio. Like, you remember that? There was this kind of
I do.
Interesting proliferation. Well, of course,
that was the era of video judging, which I fully back. I think video judging is a great idea. I think they should have brought it back. I agree, it did get a bit too long. Judges could keep it a lot briefer, myself included. But I think video judging was a solid way to judge. Probably because me and Sia are unbeaten on video judging.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll start with you and Sia, and obviously I've had Sia on. We had a great episode, the 5th episode, and we kind of
I listened.
Purposely, I knew that you wanted to be on the show, wanted to have you on the show, so we kind of like skirted around the 2-on-2 so we can get a bit more into it in depth here. So you and C, as a kind of, partnership, as a friendship, like, you guys had known each other a few years before Don't Flop then?
Yeah, I think I met C when I was about 18.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Maybe even younger, like 17, so that means he must have been like 15 or 16.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's
young days,
how did you meet? Was it just through friends, or
it was it was quite a strange situation. I'm not going to go into it.
No.
Technically, it was through friends. Yeah, our friend Gex. He's a rapper. He went to my college.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And and you came together, and you were such a kind of interesting team. You really kind of filled in each other's kind of, whatever one doesn't do, one makes up for, and you just kind of rely together and work really, really well. And you had your first battle at Distinction against Sniper E and Hulk, and you took that pretty cleanly, I believe, in my memory.
Oh, not if you ask 100 bullets.
No.
I always get him for fucking voting against us, innit?
Oh, okay, yeah. I need to go back and check that. But we push forward into what is the third round. So you'd also won your second round during the Math Hoffer event against Orcsome Rogue, I believe. So you were, got crazy momentum. This is 4 days after Checkpoint in a very unique setting, YouTube studio setting here. Bagdell apparently sorted it out. Love this setting. I think this kind of brings out the best in both of you. It gives it almost a kind of Fight Club Tekken, when everyone's just standing there watching, and it is kind of in what is effectively a soundproof YouTube room, but there is atmosphere here for some reason. And I think there was something happening with Mr. 13's voice or something that he couldn't do it, and he addressed that in the battle. But coming up to this battle, how were you and C thinking? You won 2 already. You must have been thinking pretty confident. The formula's working. Just another 2 people to beat. Yeah. We were pretty confident. We always said like after we finished like every single battle, we'd say to each other, like whoever we were against, whether it was Orcs or Rogue or Mr. 13 and Nishi, we used to say like if we can split this cleanly, like there's no way we're losing. Yeah. We were so confident about it that like we were just like we can't lose. If we split this and we get it all out and we get it out how we want it, then we're not going to lose. And we did that with every battle. And what was the rehearsal process like? We spend it. Obviously, you are friends outside of the league, as you say before you met. Shout out to Gex. Shout out to Gex. But like, were you just hanging around each other's houses? Were you doing it over Skype? Like, what was the? No, what we'd do is like we'd find out who our opponents are, or whatever, and then like we'd talk on Facebook or text or call each other and go for a few hours. We'd just start boying them off over the phone, basically. These fucking dickheads. Like, not that we thought that in real life, but like we were just we had to like get in the mode where like fuck these guys, man. These guys are dickheads. Like the funniest was writing for Orcs and Rogue because they're so cool. Like they're proper cool guys. But we just have to make them look like dickheads. Tony D is not happy about their gun bars, by the way. Orcs and Rogues gun bars? Yeah. Did they do gun bars? They did, yeah. And when they beat... who did they face? I'm trying to think who they
in the
faced.
first round.
They beat. It was Shuffle T and Gibbo.
Eddie P and
Frisco. You're right. Yeah. And I was watching a video judging that battle recently, and Tony wasn't pleased with the gun bar. Shout out to Tony, Uncle Tony.
I think C mentions it in the battle actually.
Yeah. So and that was that then, because I believe C said when I had him on before your battle with Shuffle and Marlowe at 5th birthday, you literally just kind of ran it beforehand, for an hour or so, like didn't have that kind of prep. But at this,
which battle?
The Shuffle and Marlowe battle.
No, we had quite not too much prep for them. Our prep got lower and lower,
right,
as it went on. Yeah.
And this is a fantastic battle. This is a really, really good battle. I think both of you are absolutely terrific here. There's great energy. But there's a sense of like. People want this. People. So common in battling now is like, why are people battling? What's the energy behind it? They've had enough battles that they're going to be like, oh, I'll do it for free. I don't give a fuck. People want to be paid now. They're not going to mince their words. And the fact that there is money on the line during this battle allows you both to raise to a higher level of performance.
But don't whine like a bitch on Twitter first. Stand like a man and take it. First round we bullied the bullies. Second round we clown the clowns. Now we assassinating two characters known for character assassination.
It gives a sense of integrity and meaning towards it. And there's a great tension here. So you start off in the first place talking about how Furtz had taken like a half an hour to get out his car when he said he was ready or something. So you either under-prepped or part like a woman, which is kind of like,
classic cracker,
right?
Women bars, misogynistic bars.
Yeah. I mean, just. But like, was that true? That it must be annoying.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't true.
No. I mean,
they like was talking to. We got there early. Me and my boys and Shuffle and Marlowe were there. Frankie Fraser was there. Like quite a few people were there. We were just kind of there, and then they were like, "Yeah, like they're just parking." I was like, "Oh, sweet." So they're here. It was like, "Yeah," and then like 40 minutes later, they turned up. I was like, "What? Does it take 40 minutes to park? Like, where are you parking?"
No. I feel that, and C's great as well. You wait in the back of the lack with a Mac. You're a twat in the back of a van with some Jack and some rum. And then you talk about a shitty video from 2006 with Mr. 13, where he has like a tattoo that got taken off. A true artist would never regret the ink on their canvas. Just the energy. I can't really do justice to the way you both perform together. You just have this call and response. You have that kind of like that real attacking aggression, that horrible thing on saying that way, getting under the skin of your opponents. C has that more fluid kind of nature to you. You really just you feel great, and it must have felt great performing it as well, knowing you had such good material written.
Yeah, as I was saying before, like once we wrote our material and had it down, all we ever thought was no one's coming with material like this. So we're definitely going to win.
Yeah, and Nishi and Mr. 13 do their best here.
They're great. Great.
I think this is really good, actually. Yeah, this is definitely the best I've seen them. They have a great relationship between themselves. There's a bar against a chicken on the wing, which I really, really like. On road, like Boris Bikes. Informs you to stop smoking weed. The drama course is the only thing you need to pass, which I quite like as well. And Nishi has that kind of...
That was sick.
There's certain bars that you and C deliver to Nishi. His face, he is having none of it. He's like, he's not pleased. Like, he has a great...
Shout out Nishi.
Like, he has a great, like, stank face. Like, he has a great... Like, he does not give a fuck what you're saying. It's great
That is literally Nishi.
Yeah,
that was his natural face out of bars. He was thinking, fuck these guys, man.
No. Second round is dope as well. Really nice Cypress Hill, C Hill, Be Real. You're just one of them DJ mugs. Yeah. Nice shit there. Find 13 stretched around the table like the Last Supper.
Let's go.
I mean, and just Mr. 13, right? What a great venue for name flips. You can't really resist here. And I think you guys battling, it's an interesting one, really. I couldn't tell you the exact probability of all the different, all the different teams in a row and potential matches that could have happened. There are some that I'd rather have had than maybe you versus Orcs with Rogue, just because I think Orcs Rogue are a little bit less interesting. Maybe Orcs and Rogue versus Sartors and Bowski would have been better. I definitely think that Dialect and Zen versus Mr. 13 and Nishi would have been a more interesting battle that should have happened in that tournament. You guys versus Yunnan and Lise as well. Like, in my eyes, that was the final. Like, when it started, I think most people thought that it was surprising. We'll get on to you versus Bamalam after this. It was surprising that Bamalam and Sistik taught Yunnan and Lise out. It's still controversial. I watched it recently because I've been going back through all the tournament for this episode, and I'm still not convinced. I've got to say, but yeah, this is just fantastic throughout, and everyone needs to go back and watch this. And you pick up the win. Like, what was the delay in the video judging? So obviously the video judging's done after. Are you told you win that day? Like, what?
No, we were told. I don't remember.
Right.
Quite a while.
What, like
quite
a week
while
or
later.
like?
Yeah, we didn't find out very soon after the battle.
God, were you restless? Like, were you okay? I would have been.
Nah.
I'd just been like, fuck it. Like,
battle rap, man. I don't lose any sleep over anything that happens in battle rap, I don't think. Obviously, I was like, shit, like, I want to know if we won or not.
Yeah.
Because it was very close. That's probably, I think, the closest match that we had in the tournament. If you ask me, I think that could have gone either way, definitely. Which is why I think it was a split decision. I think it was like 3-2.
I believe it was, yeah. It's definitely a really, really good battle, and like you say, very, very evenly contested. But we'll go forward onto the triumph, the final battle of this tournament, the 2v2, Bam and Sistik. This must be great memories.
Oh, amazing. Me and C still talk about it. We're still so gassed.
Yeah. I can't.
It's been like 3 years.
Man, like, Jesus Christ. It's
it was such a good day. Such like a milestone in my life.
A huge achievement. Not only to have won the money, which is a great amount of money to win, obviously £40,000 between both of you is that's serious, like, game show money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a really impressive amount of money to win. And the fact that you did it doing what you do best, you won Don't Flop's doubles tournament. Like, you can say what you want about Shuffle and Marlowe taking the title afterwards, and now they defend it. But the fact of the matter is that you came through 4 tough matches where everyone wanted to win, coming at each other's throats in a great era. And here you are. This is the 6th battle of the day. This is Verdict, huge event. Wondering, by the way, just I think I mentioned this in the previous episode as well. Just curious to why isn't there a second Verdict event, or is it just kind of Checkpoint and Sunburn and Don't Flop's things? You know what I mean? It's curious.
Well, Verdict was called. Well, I assumed it was called Verdict because it was the verdict of the tournament. So unless they have another. Well, I guess they could just always put a title match and say, verdict of the title, title match, who the title's going to. But yeah, I don't know. I think they just left it at the one because it was, the one tournament.
Yeah. Well, Verdict
or is it the one tournament?
Well, Verdict 2, Shocks versus Soul, will be at the end of the year, I'm sure. There's some insider battle rap resume knowledge I just made up. But as we go forward into this is not 2 teams that are dawdling, and this is exactly what you want. This is, at least on your end, a team that has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think even comparing like your initial Sniper E Hulk, forget what Bullet said, even going from that into the Nishi performance, into the Bam and Sistik performance, it's ridiculous, and it's all within 1 year. 2013 really seemed to be your year. 10 battles uploaded in this year. This was, you were all over the channel. I mean, a lot of doubles battles, but you say we've got, you and C seem to have this kind of mentality similar to Tony D, like, if I've got 3 rounds, can't lose, that kind of thing, which I think is a great outlook to have. Was that still the same steely nerves against Bam and Sistik, or were you like, okay, well, yeah, one thing's one, but this is a fucking final, this is a big crowd?
The whole tournament, bro. The whole tournament. We just, As soon as we got it written down, we were like, cool, if we prep this and we don't flop, don't flop.
Yep.
We don't flop, flipping, we'll definitely win. And we didn't really, like, choke or even stumble through any part of the tournament. The only choke we had was at the end of the 3rd round against Sniper and Hulk. And so like we knew we were gonna win. I'm not saying we're psychic and we were fucking that overconfident, but like we were like, if we can get everything out, we can win.
Yeah, I like that a lot, and a slight shame that, I mean, not for you guys, you win this battle 7-0.
But in 2013, Bam raps about weed. We know what this man is hiding. Because in 2010, you had a track about coke, cat, and any other drugs his dad could find him. He only raps about weed because he cares if the fans will like him, but damn, Bam, that's a fucked up form of advertisement.
Which is surprising. You would not have thought that the finals of a 2-on-2 would. You think it'd be a split decision. Like you would think you'd want that, wouldn't you? You'd want it to be contested. But it had been a while since I watched this battle. I distinctly remember watching this battle when it came out. Like really wanted to watch this, and then kind of like playing around with it for the years afterwards. And then when I was coming to this episode again and watching all the tournament battles, I'd almost forgotten this battle. I'd kind of forgotten a lot of the angles and bars. And we're going to get into it now, but good God, it's a whitewash, right? I mean, they do not put up a fight. Like it's a bit of a shame, really. It's like, I mean, I really like Bamalam, I really do, and like Cystic, I think can write bars, but he just doesn't have that next level, does he? He just doesn't have. He can't quite connect. He's forever a war turtle. He's never going to Blastoise.
Forever a war turtle.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, can't evolve.
No, can't evolve. And C begins by addressing that he and Bamalam, of course, have battled before, and his delivery in this is fucking outstanding. Like, C Major is the king of that perfect threatening distance to your jugular. You know when when he gets in your face, but he'll never touch you, but he's just like barking at you. Like, he just makes you feel like shit, man. He puts stuff down. It's fucking brilliant. And and you say yourself that you don't really even need to have to snoop into their lives. You can address that the cameraman lived with Bamalam and he got kicked out when he stayed. Bamalam, wow, you're so bitch made. Bagnall's now the man in your house. That gets a huge reaction. Like, did you expect that? It's like a haymaker, and it seems to be like almost a setter.
Yeah, it was like oh man, that scheme, that good old Bamalam's house scheme.
Yeah,
it was. We had a feeling. It was there's certain schemes in our 2-on-2s where we're like, you're never ever sure what's going to go off at the end of the day. You don't know. The battle rap crowds are so different every time that you're not sure what's going to go off. But deep down, you know if you have like a special scheme. And we kind of knew like, shit, if we perform this like we're doing in like rehearsal, like when we rehearse and stuff, then it should go off. But we didn't expect. I don't think we expected it to go off that much. I don't know if you were in the room or not.
I wasn't, no.
Oh man, on camera, it seems like a big reaction on camera, but it doesn't even do it justice, man. At the time, like, it was incredible.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a huge reaction, and it's 15-20 seconds into your round, and it's one of the biggest.
Start off.
Yeah, you've literally started, and it's probably the biggest reaction of the battle. It definitely outweighs anything Bam and Cystic get, and you push on with that momentum and go into a kind of further, arguing that Bagnall has all out assumed Bam's identity. He's the alpha dog in your yard now. He's pissing on your seat. He's in the kitchen. Your missus is fixing him chips and beans, slipping on your skinny jeans. You see those kicks. Bam ain't seen those in a week. And that's a huge reaction as well. Like, it's massive, and it's just kind of like, you guys are on a wave here. It's fantastic to watch. And it just plays testament to your relationship, and you can move from these more mythic punches, these more contextual ideas, into the closer, just the more comedic. And you basically talk about how it's suspect, and I slightly agree. I'm not calling foul or conspiracy, but slightly agree that Bam and Cystic will get all the way to the final. Isn't there? Didn't Archaic say against you and Skirmish that Archaic said against you and C, like something about no one respects a final with Cystic in it or something like that. There was some sort of bar about that. I can't quite remember. I'll have to rewatch that Skirmish battle as well. But yeah, basically,
shout out Cystic, because Cystic's a cool guy, and he's also a really, really good producer. Not a lot of people know that about him. He's incredible.
And I always remember there was a bar. I was listening to one of Bamalam's mixtapes years and years ago, and there was a bar by Cystic that I always remembered for some reason. I always liked, even though it's quite bad on retrospect. He's like, I'm always making beef like cow sperm.
Wow, so, that's accurate.
Biologically sound.
Then, going far back into the process, I guess every steak does come from cow sperm. Mm-hmm. How weird is that? Think about that, guys. Whoever's listening to this, think about that next time you're eating steak. That comes from cow sperm, man.
That's Wave Williams just dropping some knowledge on you.
Yeah, man.
But I really like you two in this round. And you speak about kind of how weird it is that Bam's got so far. Imagine Nola Edmonds, one deal or no deal. You'd be silly to think. Imagine Eamon Hose won the lottery. That's some ridiculous shit. So you ain't eating off that money. Try dip your chips in my shit. It's going to get real chilly when the ginger's in the mix, like an Indian dish.
C Major, man.
He goes transcendental in that moment. He just goes higher god tier level when he delivers that bar.
Bro, he's too good. I can't say enough about the guy, man. No. I'll be here all day if I'm talking about how good C Major is.
I mean, here on Battle Rap Resume, check out the C Major episode. It was a blessing to have him on, and the guy's a fucking genius. And I kind of, we can go further into this first round if we wish, but Jesus Christ, this first round is absolutely fantastic. And again, C breaking down Bam's apathy. I've listened to him bitch when the crowd don't feel what he spits, but you can't expect passion in reaction. That's in a reaction lacking when that's lacking when you deliver your shit. Yeah.
I don't even. Is it assonance or
yeah?
And that is it's ridiculous, bro. As a writer, he's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
He's a crazy writer.
I mean, like I've sort of, and there's a bar of yours from The Dark Knight. Pen games like the Joker disappears as soon as it goes in your head or enters your brain. Ridiculous bar. Like I've just got in bold letters. You guys are murdering this round. It's just fucking, like it's exactly what you want from the first round of a final. You just want to kind of don't start slow. Don't kind of hint at a haymaker. Just fucking.
We knew it was a final, and we thought, fuck this. First round, we're going in like straight for the jugular, straight for the neck, man.
It's ridiculous.
No warm up, nothing.
No, and as you get when you watch a lot of battles, you get to learn people's first names, because when you run out of stuff to write about, you have to use someone's first name in a name flip. And C does this with Lewis, Cystic's name, but his haymaker that ends the fucking round is so good. Talking about the rough life that you rap about is a bunch of BS, Lewis. You write about a cold world you don't really live in, like C.S. Lewis.
It's a bar, man.
Fuck it. On that Narnia shit.
You should have heard the original bar.
What was the original bar?
That was, I'm not going to say it.
Oh my God.
It's C Major's only bad bar in history, in the history of C Major. I wish he would have brought it. I wish he would have brought it up. I don't want to bring him out about it. If you ever get to chat to him at an event, ask him about it. It's fucking hilarious. He'll laugh about it as well. But yeah, I think it's the only bad bar that's ever come out of his mouth. And I think I told him, like, out of all people as well, me to have to tell C Major it's a bad bar. I was like, bro, like you can't say that, man. And then he came back and he's like, I've rethought the bar, and then he spat that. I was like, fuck, like that's amazing.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you can kind of see building, but it's just, it's so good. And Cystic and Bamla, I mean, how are you thinking? We'll start on their stuff now, but were you in C, obviously you're confident you're on right material, but was there any kind of like, oh shit, these guys are good, or was it kind of like, look, they've got nothing on us?
Bamalam I've always rated, and Cystic as well I rate as a battler. I'm not too sure about their what's the word?
Partnership.
How they bounce off each other.
Yeah, I agree.
So I've never really been sure about. I like them both solo, and I think Bamalam is really, really good. I mean, there was a reason he was like 9-0 when he came up to face us.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like we knew we were going to fucking storm the battle and we thought it was going to be an easy battle. We prepped quite a lot for this battle as well, and we definitely didn't think we were going to storm it.
No, and
not at all. But we were always confident of winning. Yeah, and they had some bars, man. They do,
and like I feel a bit bad. I'm not trying to like lay into Cystic or anything. Yeah. But it's just kind of like I do really respect his writing. I think he is a good writer. He's a good freestyler as well. He comes with a flip at the top of the round. You had a shirt with like a burger on it, and he talks about when we meet in the middle, I will bun you.
That was sick.
Really good, really, really good. But he just lacks that presence, and he likes to pace too. He likes to deliver a bar and then kind of walk away from you as he delivers it rather than towards you, which especially with C major battling, it just kind of makes it, it doesn't kind of go this far. And then, Bam, if there's not the conviction behind his bars, they can come across as quite hollow. And as someone watching the battle, they don't really ring. So he talks about going towards C major. You couldn't beat this man when he was choking. So what are you going to do when I'm fully focused? But he delivers it, and he seems distracted. Like as he says the bar, he doesn't really seem quite.
I think the thing about sorry to interrupt you.
No, please.
With that battle, is at that time, like Bamalam was getting a lot of hate. Like a lot of hate. Like he was staff as well, and like he was going through, and like he got to the final as well. And I always thought everyone thought there was something a bit iffy about like him being staff and being in the tournament and getting all the way to the final. Like and I think it shows like the crowd weren't really fucking with him too much, man. Like they slept on quite a little bit, and I think that shows in his delivery, like in the later rounds as well. He's like by the end of it, you can almost see that like he's had enough. I think I remember he called time, and he was like, "Oh fuck it, like whatever time." Like you can see he's like genuinely pissed off, and that can happen, man. Like the fans, like the crowd, can actually really affect how you perform and how you feel about your own bars.
Yeah, no, entirely, and I completely agree. He does end one of the rounds just kind of like not really being that interested in it, and you guys. onslaught. I mean, I think your first round is probably your best round, probably the best round of the battle. I mean, in terms of reaction, you can't really go anywhere else for that. But some really, really good stuff here, and going on the fact that kind of obviously beaten bullets, but where's the honour in surviving 100 bullets if the gun is jammed? Yeah, big reaction to a fairly simple flip, but you know, it's a good bar. I mean, what are you going to say about that? C Major calls Cystic a fat man Zach Braff.
Really? Does he?
Yeah, a Middle Eastern stunt double.
Does he actually say fat man Zach Braff?
He does, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Zach Braff is Scrub, the dude from Scrubs, right?
Yeah, I can see where he's coming from.
I can't.
Kind of like, no, just kind of, you know, the kind of slightly, the facial hair and sort of the schlubby kind of thing, I guess.
I'm really good with remembering bars, and I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's possible I misquoted actually, because I guess
probably not. Probably not.
I don't remember. There's so many bars here, and lots of horrorcore from you at the end as well. Lots of energy to wrap it up, which works really, really well. Put a hole in the back of this poster, like a poser, like I'm escaping from Shawshank.
Shawshank, yeah.
Obviously, breathy moment.
Shawshank.
But you can't help it because, like, I mean, Marlowe plows that really funnily in the battle, the doubles battle that you do at 5th birthday. But, like, kind of, your stuff is so crammed. Like, the breathing technique has to be quite complex, right?
Yeah. My lungs aren't up for it.
No.
I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. It's getting to the point where I need to not put so many words into what I want to say, but I'm too passionate about it. I get too gassed, man. And then I know that I'm going to Shawshank by the end. But now I've kind of made it a slogan. Now when it happens, I can just go Shawshank, and everyone's like, hey.
Your very own redemption.
It's like my slogan now.
And just to close off this battle as well, you know, you mentioned Mickey Worthless end up banned because you wouldn't sing in a battle. What was this a reference to?
April Fools. I think it was the first April Fools.
Right.
Mickey had like 2 battles, and I think I was already a bit pissed off with him.
Yeah.
And then like he didn't. He had a singing battle against Bowski, and he didn't show up for it. He took too many drugs or some shit that Mickey Worthless does, and just didn't show up for either of his battles. He had 2 battles that day, but basically that. Like because you wouldn't sing for a battle, like singing like where I'm from anyway also means like snitching, like if you sing to the feds or if you sing to it's like snitching. So like to sing for a battle, that was kind of like wordplay. I
should say as well, the guest that we had on the show recently, the great Mixie, he eventually took up the...
Is that Mixie the Poet?
Mixie the Poet, yeah.
Yeah, Mixie.
Mixie's, it'll be out now, check it out, episode 11.
Oh, shit, I will.
Mixie eventually did the singing battle with Bowski, which is a really funny battle, actually, I have to say.
Funny battle.
If you hear singing battle, you're a bit like, and it is, but they each have like a 7-minute one-rounder, and they both kill it.
It was really good. I was there.
Yeah, you can't say anything else, can you? They both do fantastic. And
they do really well.
You guys win this. You guys, you know, censor, just to wrap us on the judging, censor finds Cystic and Bamlet's delivery lacking, therefore he gives it to you. Arcade gives it to you. G-Dash gives it to you. They all give it to you. Of course, DK is there, who is a obscure, don't flop early head.
He went to my uni.
Is that right?
Well, yeah, we were at uni together, me and DK. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. And he was one of Kruger's earliest opponents on the channel as well. Yes. And MA gives you the win, but he thinks that you guys doubling up is annoying as hell, the way you do the bars at the same time. So, I mean, you know, it's just kind of all the techniques we kind of do for that. But teases the crowd, eventually announces that you guys win 7-0. This must have been a mad feeling to finally have reached the end.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, can I ask, how long till you guys were paid as well? Was it instant or did it take a while? Took a while. Anyone that knows that it took a while.
Right,
yeah. Say no more.
Big up her anyway.
Yeah, of course.
I think everyone knows that it took a while.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be the next.
It wasn't an immediate thing.
No. But
it's his money, man. He can take as long as he wants, as long as we get it in the end. I had no doubt that he was going to send it to me. So
yeah, exactly.